Hi everyone, this is John with Sim Racing Revolution and welcome. Today we are going to take our Fanatec Podium wheelbase F1 DD1 system and we're going to try it out on the PS5. We are going to race Gran Turismo Sport today just to check it out, see how it goes, see what we need to set up, what we need to set up, what we don't need to set up, all that good stuff. So come right back and let's check it all out. Okay, we are back. First things first, we need to, first things first, please subscribe if you like what you're seeing and like the video, at least like the video for me. That would help out a great deal. And then hit the bell icon if you do want to subscribe so you know when all the next videos are coming out and the newest ones are coming out and all that good stuff. So would really appreciate it, would really help out the channel a lot. So moving on the wheelbase itself, make sure you change to PS5, PS4 mode on the wheelbase. I had to do that just to make sure you're in there. Once you're at the screen like we're at right now, I can use the funky switch to go ahead and move back and forth throughout the menu. You can hear the clicking through my microphone here. But it works just like a PlayStation does, like just a regular PlayStation controller. It works very well. So you can use the paddle shifters to move between their games and media. So you can go back and forth there. So think of it as kind of like almost like a tab key or something. Wow, I got dust all over my steering wheel. Anyway, and then the face buttons here on the Podium button box here, which I always forget what the real name of it is, but it's the Podium button module. These buttons on here, now I don't have the exact, I didn't break out the instructions to see what they are, but when you fiddle around with it, you'll figure it out. So the blue button up here is the select. So let's go into Gran Turismo Sport. We'll hit the blue button and it just works. I'm gonna go ahead and put my headset on so I can hear what's going on in the game. So I can hear what you guys hear within the game. And let's just boot up the game and see what happens. Now, full disclosure, I have checked it out, and yeah, it's pretty good. So, but let's check it out together here so we can go through and see what happens. So, the game menu, everything works as it should, which works great. We are going to go into arcade and go into single race today. And yeah, we can just go ahead and pick a track. And like I said, this all works. Now, once we pick a track and we pick our race and everything, we'll go into some settings just so you guys can see how I have it set up and what works for me. Let's see, what should we do today? Let's see, I haven't done, well, we could do Red Bull Ring. Let's give that a shot. And we'll just do the world circuit. Let's see, yeah, just the regular one. They have the short track version too, but we want the regular one. And we'll just do an afternoon. We'll pick the, let's see, should we do a Mazda since we've been racing Mazdas a lot lately? This is the Roadster S. So yeah, we'll give that a shot. We'll pick red. We're gonna do manual transmission and we'll do professional. So we'll wait for all this to load up. Shouldn't take long on the PlayStation 5. And we'll get into the race here. And then before we actually get into the race, we'll go into the settings here just so I can show you what I'm running with right here. So let's drill down here into driving options. Transmission we have is manual. Yeah, I didn't mess with any of this stuff. So all this is where I left it. And you want to go into advanced settings. And down below here, we have control steering sensitivity I have turned off. Max torque I have at 5. And the force feedback sensitivity I have set to 5. So that should be everything that's everything I set. Now on the Fanatec wheel itself, which you guys can't see, I'll run you through what I have for setup 1 is what we're on right now. So setup 1 for sensitivity, I have it at 1080. So that's the rotation, the wheel rotation. So we'll leave that where it is. For force feedback, I have it set to 90. And we'll see how that goes. Force feedback scale we have set to peak. Maybe that's not good, I'm not sure. Dampener we have set to 16. Natural friction we have to 2. Natural inertia we have to 8. Force feedback interpolation we have set to 3. Force feedback, what is that called? Hang on. Force feedback intensity is set to 100. Force effect is set to 100. Spring effect set to 100. Damper effect 100. Brake level indicator is set to 0 or off. Shock vibration set to 100. MPS function doesn't really matter. It's set to auto. Brake force is set to 50. And that's about it. So that's our setup. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work because I did mess with this before and when I wasn't playing the game. So we may have to set that force feedback back to linear, but we'll see. So the back button, I believe, is the black button on this controller. So let's go back one. Yep, and there it is. So we're back at the main menu here, and we can go into race. So we're going to see how a lap goes here and see how bad this actually is. It's really hard. Yeah, I think the force feedback is a little strong here. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to set it on the wheelbase itself. Now, the Podium button module here does have shift lights, it does have the speed, it does show your, yeah, our force feedback is way too strong. So we're gonna actually get out of this here real quick. Let's see if we can go into options and just fix it here. I think we can. No, we don't want to fix that. What I'll do, let me go into the wheel itself and set our force feedback. It's at 90 now. So I'm using the funky switch. I'm going to turn it to 50, or maybe we'll set it to around 60 and see what that gets us. So let's do that. And just make sure that that's saved. Yep, it did. Okay, so now we're down to 60, but we still want to get in here, and let's just retry and go back in and try it again. And let's see what happens. Much better so far. Probably not the best in shifting and stuff here. But it does show, like I was saying, the shift lights do work. The miles per hour does work. The shift, you know, what gear you're in does work, although it's like separate from the speed, so it'll just flash in there saying I'm in third and then go back to the speed limit, so, or the speedometer, I guess. Throttle works fine. Brakes work good. Let's see if we do get any vibration in the brakes when I mash on them here. No, I got nothing there. So, so the vibration, I don't think is going to work in this game. But so far, everything else is working great. Let me see if I can change. There you go. Boy, that was pretty bad. I'm not sure even what gear I was in. Oh, I can't see down there. So this would be an instance where I would need to probably wheel my rig back a little bit from the TV so I can see the on-screen. I mean, I guess I could look at my wheel rim, but like I said, it doesn't give you a continuous view of what gear you're in, which I wish it did. But unfortunately, it doesn't do that for us. So not a big deal. But so far, I think we're doing... we're going too wide here. He just nudged me. I can't tell if there's anybody... Oh, yeah, he was next to me. Sorry, dude. So like I said, I cannot see the bottom of my screen the way you guys can because my steering wheel is kind of in the way. But that's okay, we got it to work. So I'm pretty happy with this. Now, the effects that you get through the wheel here are very subtle, let me put it that way. You don't get a whole lot of like the little effects and things like that. You just don't get that through the wheel. Now, the big things like, you know, the weight of the car when you're going around turns, things like that, you do feel that. But, you know, there's some subtle things in there, but you don't get that real good, how do I put it? Yeah, sorry, bud. You don't get those subtle things like the inundation, you know, the I don't know, the little bumps and things in the road. You don't feel all that the way you would in another sim. But don't get me wrong, it's still kind of there. It's just, it's almost like the resolution is really low, maybe. But you can feel, like when I go over the rumble strips, you could feel those, and they feel pretty nice. So it may not be the resolution so much as just those kind of effects just aren't in this game, or I don't have it dialed in quite right, which probably is the case. Yeah, but that is coming through there. But I think I have the force feedback dialed in pretty good, around 60. On the wheelbase seems pretty decent the way I have the other settings done. Wow, I thought I was gonna hit him too. Didn't quite hit him. But yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. It's not bad. And while we're at it, please subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and you know, hit the bell icon so you know when new videos are coming out, and definitely hit that like button because that really does help out the channel a lot. So you guys saw everything that I did to set this up to run in this game. There's nothing else that you need to do. It just works. Now, yeah, I had an OSW wheel before, and I had the Fanatec Club Sport version 2.5 wheelbase. I still have that. None of those things worked natively on the PS4 or the PS5. So I couldn't use any of those high-end systems, wheelbases, on the PS4 or PS5 system. So I wasn't able to do this without doing something like a gimmicks system, which I had for my OSW, so I could play PlayStation games with my OSW. And I did try this game, but there was tons of oscillation in the wheel. It was very difficult to dial out. It just didn't do what I wanted it to. So oh, look at this guy. There you go. That's one way to win a race. Anyway, let me stop here so I can talk, and let's go through this. So, because I don't want this video to go on forever. So, we got done with the race. So what I was trying to say is that this is the first wheelbase that I've had that natively works with a PS4 or PS5 since I had the Thrustmaster T300, which was however many years ago that I had that. I don't even have that one anymore. I think I gave it to my brother or something. But that was a good wheelbase, and it worked with the PS4, PS5. Since then, I got an OSW, I upgraded, and never really looked back just because of the big difference it makes. So now that I got the Podium wheel, I was like, I want to have that back again, because when I had the Club Sport, it's like I missed out on it again. But although PC gaming is just great anyway. But the fact that I can play this game with a direct drive wheel with no, I don't have to go through any back doors. I don't have to do any weird configurations or download some third-party software and hardware to get it to function right or get it to mimic a different kind of wheel. It just works right out of the box, and just that easy, what we just saw. So let me finish up this stuff right here, and yeah, I think that's all I have to really say about it. It's just great. It just works. So let's head on out of here. And yeah, we'll cut out of this. We'll come back. I'll give you my final thoughts. And yeah, be right back. Hi, everyone, and we are back. So let me just wrap all this up by saying that this Fanatec Podium wheelbase F1 DD1 F1 wheelbase designed for PS4, PS5, and works with Xbox, works with PC. It just works on everything that you throw at it. And you just saw today how easy it is to get it to run on PS5, running, a game, obviously an older game that was designed for PS4, but works just great on PS5, is fully supported by this wheelbase. And I'm even using like a different steering. I'm not using the steering wheel, the F1 style wheel that came with it. I'm using this one, which will also work on Xbox, but it works just fine here. The display works. Everything just works out of the box. So I couldn't be more happy. And you just saw me dial in what I thought I wanted to dial in. Now I could probably tweak that a little bit more and get a little bit more of that, those finer details of the road surface and things like that I was missing. And maybe it's not even in this game. Maybe we're just, kind of waiting for Gran Turismo 7 to blow us away with all the details there. But Gran Turismo Sport runs great with this, and it dials in just fine. Everything just works. So very happy with it. So I would suggest, if you want direct drive and you want to have the most options from the games that you play, this is really the only option out there at the moment. And this is the highest end system that you can get that'll work with the PlayStation, with the Xbox, and on PC. That's why I bought it. And so far, I'm real happy with the outcome of it. Now, is every game going to work as seamlessly as this game? Probably not. And we saw that with the Xbox. The Xbox is kind of, depending on what game you play, depending on what support it gives you. And that's probably going to be the same here too. But so far, just by plugging in, trying a game, and having it just work, it's just a godsend. It's great. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. This is John at Sim Racing Revolution. I hope you enjoyed it. I guess I could take these off now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon so you know when new videos are coming out. Again, thanks a lot, guys. This is John at Sim Racing Revolution. Happy New Year to everybody, and we will talk to you next time. Keep sim racing. Bye-bye.